Hello, fellow gamers. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most exciting announcements of the year. FromSoftware, the visionary developers behind iconic titles such as Dark Souls, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, and Elden Ring, are back with a brand new creation titled The Duskbloods. According to a recent Forbes report, this highly anticipated game will be a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. In this update, we'll break down everything you need to know, from the core details of the announcement and the game's development background to what this means for the future of FromSoftware's storytelling and gameplay innovation. Grab your favorite snack, settle in, and let's jump into the latest scoop. The Forbes article, published on April 2nd, 2025, has set the gaming world abuzz with news of FromSoftware's new project. Titled The Duskbloods, the game marks a fresh entry into the dark fantasy genre, promising the same level of challenge, intricate lore, and atmospheric world-building that fans have come to love from its previous titles. Here are the key points revealed. FromSoftware, known for pushing the boundaries of gameplay with high-stakes combat and rich storytelling, is once again preparing to dazzle its fanbase. Their previous works have become cultural touchstones, influencing countless developers and spawning massive online communities. The Duskbloods will launch exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2, a move that both excites and perplexes fans. This decision underlines a strategic partnership, as Nintendo aims to leverage its next-generation console's unique hardware features. While many details remain under wraps, early insights hint at a dark, immersive narrative centered on ancient bloodlines, cursed legacies, and epic battles against formidable foes. Expect the signature challenging gameplay, atmospheric environments, and deep lore exploration that have defined FromSoftware's projects. The Switch 2 is set to introduce groundbreaking features that the Duskbloods will likely exploit. Enhanced processing power, innovative control schemes, and perhaps even novel uses of motion controls or haptic feedback are on the horizon. This exclusivity isn't just a marketing ploy. It promises to deliver a truly unique gaming experience tailored to Nintendo's next flagship device. With these headlines in mind, let's dig further into each aspect of the announcement. FromSoftware isn't new to taking risks and challenging its audience. With a reputation built on titles that blur the lines between frustration and sheer exhilaration, the studio has cemented its status as one of the most innovative forces in gaming. FromSoftware's journey began with niche titles that gradually built a cult following. Over the years, they evolved into industry trailblazers with games like Dark Souls, which redefined what it means to craft a challenging yet rewarding gameplay experience. Their approach, melding intricate level design, punishing combat, and minimalistic storytelling, has set a standard that many have tried to emulate but few have matched. With the Duskbloods, FromSoftware appears ready to continue that tradition, weaving together a narrative that is as foreboding as it is captivating. Elden Ring, heralded as a masterpiece by many, was a culmination of years of development and creative evolution. Now, with the Duskbloods, the studio seems poised to explore new thematic territories. Early reports suggest that while the game may share certain stylistic elements with Elden Ring, such as vast, interconnected worlds and a deep, immersive lore, it is charting a different narrative course. Instead of an open-world epic with sprawling landscapes, the Duskbloods might zero in on more personal, blood-bound stories set against a backdrop of perpetual twilight and ancient curses. Exclusivity has become a double-edged sword in the gaming industry. On one side, it can drive console sales and ensure that a game benefits from unique hardware capabilities. On the other, it can alienate fans on other platforms. In this case, FromSoftware's decision to launch the Duskbloods exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 indicates a deep partnership with Nintendo. This relationship may provide FromSoftware with access to experimental features that the Switch 2 offers, allowing them to push the envelope in ways that were not possible on previous hardware. For example, the Switch 2's hybrid design means that players can experience high-quality graphics and immersive gameplay both at home and on the go. Imagine battling fierce enemies in a dark, foreboding castle on your commute or exploring an expansive haunted battlefield from the comfort of your couch. Nintendo has a long history of redefining how players interact with games. With advanced motion sensors and haptic feedback integrated into the Switch 2, the Duskbloods might incorporate dynamic combat mechanics that respond to your movements, making every sword swing and parry feel more visceral and impactful. Exclusivity could also mean tailored game modes that are optimized for the Switch 2's unique interface, potentially including features like dual-screen integration or exclusive online co-op experiences that set the game apart from its contemporaries. The decision to go exclusive is bold, and while it may spark debate among gamers, it certainly positions the Duskbloods as a must-have title for Switch 2 owners. This partnership could redefine expectations for future FromSoftware projects and shape the trajectory of Nintendo's next-generation offerings. While the Forbes article leaves many details shrouded in mystery, several key themes and elements have emerged that give us a tantalizing glimpse into what the Duskbloods might offer. At the heart of every FromSoftware game is a narrative that unfolds gradually, with lore scattered throughout the game world for the intrepid explorer to piece together. The Duskbloods is expected to continue this tradition, drawing players into a story of ancient curses, familial legacies, and a world where the line between hero and villain is blurred by tragedy and ambition. One of the most intriguing elements is the focus on bloodlines. Rumors suggest that players will traverse a world where a cursed lineage holds the key to both salvation and damnation. This theme of inherited fate, the struggle against an ominous destiny, and the quest to break free from ancestral burdens promises to add emotional depth to the high-stakes combat. Fans can expect an environment that is as hauntingly beautiful as it is deadly. From sprawling ruins swallowed by nature to intricate dungeons teeming with secrets, every location is likely to be crafted with the same attention to detail that has defined FromSoftware's previous offerings. Expect dimly lit corridors, vast outdoor landscapes under a perpetually dusky sky, and hidden areas that challenge even the most skilled players. No FromSoftware game would be complete without its array of nightmarish foes. The Duskbloods is rumored to feature a host of challenging enemies, each with their own backstory and connection to the cursed bloodline. The epic boss battles, which have become a hallmark of the developer's design philosophy, will likely require precise timing, strategic planning, and a deep understanding of enemy patterns. FromSoftware has built its reputation on gameplay mechanics that are as unforgiving as they are rewarding. With the Duskbloods, expect a series of innovations designed to take full advantage of the Nintendo Switch 2's capabilities. Building on the foundation of previous titles, the Duskbloods will likely refine its combat mechanics, emphasizing precision and strategy. The incorporation of advanced motion controls and haptic feedback may allow for more nuanced combat interactions, where every parry, dodge, and counter feels deeply connected to your input. Rumors hint at a game world that not only challenges you with relentless enemy encounters, but also adapts to your progress. Imagine a game where the difficulty scales in real time, ensuring that every player, whether a seasoned veteran or a newcomer, faces an appropriate level of challenge. Adaptive enemy AI, changing weather conditions, and dynamic lighting effects could all contribute to a more immersive experience. Beyond combat, FromSoftware games are known for rewarding exploration. Hidden paths, cryptic puzzles, and environmental storytelling are likely to be at the core of the Duskbloods. The Switch 2's enhanced hardware may enable more detailed and expansive worlds, providing a playground for those who love to dive into every nook and cranny of the game's universe. The partnership with Nintendo may also unlock exclusive in-game content or features that can only be experienced on the Switch 2. Whether it's special co-op modes, unique in-game events, or innovative control options that take full advantage of the new console's tech, these exclusives could set the Duskbloods apart from similar titles on other platforms. Though much of the game's narrative remains under wraps, early reports provide hints about the thematic direction of the Duskbloods. Here are some speculative insights based on what we've learned so far. The game is likely set in a realm that exists between light and darkness, a liminal space where the remnants of a glorious past collide with the encroaching shadows of a cursed future. This twilight setting is not only a visual treat, but also a narrative metaphor for the struggle between hope and despair. Central to the story appears to be the mysterious Duskbloods, a lineage cursed by ancient forces. Players may assume the role of a descendant caught in the middle of a centuries-old conflict, with every decision and battle echoing the weight of ancestral sins. Themes of redemption, legacy, and the struggle against fate are expected to permeate every facet of the game. True to FromSoftware's style, characters in the Duskbloods are unlikely to be painted in black and white terms. Allies may have hidden motives, and villains might be driven by tragic circumstances. This moral ambiguity will likely challenge players to question their own choices and alliances throughout the journey. While many are excited about the creative prospects of the Duskbloods, The decision to make it a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive raises several important questions about the gaming industry's direction. Nintendo has a storied history of partnering with developers to create platform-defining experiences. By aligning with FromSoftware, Nintendo is not only securing a high-profile title for its new console, but also reinforcing its commitment to delivering quality, exclusive content that appeals to hardcore gamers. Exclusive titles are a proven method to attract and retain a dedicated user base. The promise of a world-class game like the Duskbloods, built by one of the most respected names in the industry, is sure to boost interest in the Nintendo Switch 2. Fans who might otherwise be on another platform could be swayed by the allure of experiencing this unique adventure. While FromSoftware's games have traditionally appealed to a niche audience of hardcore gamers, the partnership with Nintendo may broaden its appeal. Nintendo's family-friendly reputation and large install base could introduce new players to the challenging yet rewarding world of FromSoftware's dark fantasies. The Switch 2 is set to boast significant improvements over its predecessor, and the Duskbloods is expected to push these enhancements to the limit. Exclusive integration of hardware features, such as advanced motion controls, high-definition portable gaming, and possibly even cloud-connected multiplayer components, will not only elevate the gameplay experience, but also set a benchmark for future titles on the platform. Naturally, the gaming community has been abuzz with opinions since the announcement. Here are a few perspectives. Longtime fans of FromSoftware are already celebrating the news. Many see the Duskbloods as a bold step that reaffirms the studio's commitment to innovation and challenging gameplay. The promise of an entirely new narrative and exclusive features has stirred excitement across forums and social media platforms. On the flip side, some gamers express concerns about platform exclusivity, fearing that the best of FromSoftware's work might be out of reach for those who don't own a Nintendo Switch 2. However, many analysts argue that this move could be beneficial in the long term by pushing console innovation and offering a fresh way to experience high-caliber gaming. As with any major announcement, rumors abound regarding the game's release window and potential pricing models. While Forbes did not specify a release date, industry insiders speculate that the Duskbloods could debut within the next 12 to 18 months, perfectly timed to coincide with a broader rollout of the Nintendo Switch 2 ecosystem. The Duskbloods represents more than just a new game. It's a statement from FromSoftware about where they see the future of gaming, storytelling, and platform collaboration. FromSoftware has always excelled at creating games that are as intellectually stimulating as they are visually stunning. With the Duskbloods, we may witness. By leveraging the advanced features of the Switch 2, FromSoftware might introduce new storytelling mechanics that allow players to interact with the narrative in innovative ways. Imagine dynamic dialogue options that change based on your actions or environmental cues that reveal hidden layers of lore. The incorporation of improved motion controls and adaptive difficulty systems could herald a new era in combat mechanics, where every encounter feels personalized. This evolution may not only challenge players, but also set new standards for what a combat system can achieve in a dark fantasy setting. Although FromSoftware's titles have historically focused on single-player experiences, recent trends in gaming suggest a potential integration of online features. Cooperative play, shared world events, and even asynchronous multiplayer elements might find their way into the Duskbloods, providing a community-driven layer to the solitary journey. The collaboration between FromSoftware and Nintendo on the Duskbloods might just be the beginning. With the gaming industry constantly evolving, we could see more cross-platform experiments that combine the strengths of renowned developers with the unique capabilities of next-generation hardware. With such a high-profile collaboration, other developers may be encouraged to explore similar partnerships, leading to a surge in creative, hardware-driven innovations that benefit gamers worldwide. The dark fantasy genre has seen its fair share of entries over the years, but FromSoftware's distinctive approach could reinvigorate the genre. The Duskbloods has the potential to become a benchmark for narrative depth, challenging gameplay, and atmospheric design. While exclusivity can be polarizing, when executed well, it creates unique experiences that are impossible to replicate elsewhere. This title could serve as a model for how exclusive games can push a platform's technological boundaries and set a new standard for immersive storytelling. Given the secrecy that often shrouds FromSoftware's projects, much of what we discuss today is speculative, drawn from familiar patterns in their previous releases and the tantalizing hints provided in the Forbes article. In FromSoftware's development labs, it's likely that countless hours have been spent refining every aspect of the Duskbloods. Here's what we can imagine based on industry insiders' reports. FromSoftware is known for its iterative approach, refining gameplay mechanics over numerous prototypes until each element feels just right. With the Duskbloods, this process might have involved extensive playtesting, community feedback from previous titles, and internal debates about narrative direction. The developers are reportedly working closely with Nintendo engineers to optimize the game for the Switch 2's hardware. This collaboration could involve bespoke software features designed to make the most of enhanced graphics, faster load times, and innovative control schemes that blur the line between console and handheld experiences. True to form, FromSoftware has kept details under tight wraps. This culture of mystery has only heightened anticipation. Fans have learned to expect twists and unexpected challenges, and the Duskbloods is likely to continue this trend, rewarding those who venture off the beaten path with hidden lore and secret encounters. FromSoftware's narrative style is less about spoon-feeding details and more about creating a world that players must actively interpret. In the Duskbloods, the game is expected to rely heavily on environmental cues. Every crumbling ruin, cryptic mural, and abandoned village could hold keys to the story's overarching mystery. Instead of lengthy cutscenes, character development might be woven into gameplay. Interactions with enigmatic NPCs, ambiguous dialogue, and encounters with spectral figures may slowly reveal the tragic histories of the cursed Duskbloods. Just as with previous titles, much of the lore may be intentionally ambiguous, inviting players to theorize and debate. This level of engagement not only enriches the experience, but also fosters a passionate community that thrives on shared discoveries. As the news continues to circulate, the gaming community's reaction has been a mix of exuberant excitement and cautious optimism. Let's explore the broader implications of this announcement. Longtime fans of FromSoftware are heralding the Duskbloods as a potential return to form, a chance to recapture the magic that made games like Dark Souls and Elden Ring so unforgettable. Social media platforms, gaming forums, and dedicated Discord servers are already abuzz with theories and speculations. There's an ongoing debate about the merits of platform exclusivity. Some fans argue that restricting the game to the Nintendo Switch 2 will limit its accessibility, while others are excited about the possibility of a tailored, optimized experience that only this console can deliver. Many gamers are eager to see how FromSoftware will integrate new hardware features into their established formula. The potential for fresh, innovative gameplay mechanics has sparked hope that the Duskbloods could set a new benchmark in action RPG design. Industry experts are closely watching this development, with several key takeaways emerging. The partnership between FromSoftware and Nintendo is viewed as a strategic move that could redefine market dynamics. Exclusives have long been a driver for console sales, and this title could serve as a flagship that boosts the appeal of the Switch 2 in a competitive gaming landscape. With gamers increasingly demanding rich, story-driven experiences, the Duskbloods is poised to be a catalyst for further investment in narrative complexity. Its success could encourage more studios to take risks with deep, lore-heavy titles. As the gaming industry continues to evolve, collaborations like this underscore the importance of aligning game design with hardware capabilities. The innovations introduced in the Duskbloods might soon influence trends across multiple genres and platforms. As we await further details from FromSoftware and Nintendo, here's what we can reasonably expect in the near future. With the announcement already generating buzz, expect official trailers that showcase the game's visual style, combat mechanics, and atmospheric settings. Early demos might be released at major gaming events, offering a taste of what's to come. Interviews with key figures at FromSoftware could shed light on the creative process behind the Duskbloods. These insights will not only deepen our understanding of the game's mechanics, but also provide hints about the narrative's direction. Given the passionate fanbase, FromSoftware and Nintendo may choose to host live Q&A sessions, developer diaries, or interactive live streams. These events will be invaluable for fans eager to get an insider's view of the project's evolution. While exact dates remain unconfirmed, industry insiders speculate that the game could debut within 12 to 18 months, perfectly aligning with a broader rollout of the Nintendo Switch 2. This timeline suggests that FromSoftware is taking the time needed to refine every aspect of the game, ensuring that it lives up to its legendary predecessors. Given the scale and ambition of the Duskbloods, it's likely that the game will be positioned as a premium title. Early indications point to a pricing model that reflects its high production values, extensive content, and innovative gameplay features. The Duskbloods isn't just a game. It's a potential watershed moment for how developers and console makers collaborate. The implications include, as exclusive titles become more sophisticated, we could see a shift in how narrative depth and gameplay innovation are prioritized. This might lead to an industry-wide push for games that offer not only entertainment, but also rich, multifaceted experiences. The success of this title could serve as a model for future partnerships between high-profile developers and console manufacturers. It might inspire similar deals that focus on harnessing the full potential of next-generation hardware. Given FromSoftware's history of inspiring passionate fan communities, we can expect a surge in fan theories, art, and even modding efforts once the Duskbloods launches. This community engagement will only add to the game's legacy and cultural impact. As we wrap up today's update, it's clear that the Duskbloods represents more than just another title on the horizon. It's a bold statement about the future of gaming. With FromSoftware's commitment to immersive, challenging gameplay and Nintendo's innovative hardware at the ready, this exclusive title has the potential to redefine what players expect from dark fantasy adventures. For fans who have followed FromSoftware's evolution from the early days of Dark Souls to the monumental success of Elden Ring, the Duskbloods is an opportunity to witness the next chapter in a storied legacy. The integration of new hardware capabilities and the promise of refined gameplay mechanics signal a game that isn't content with resting on its laurels. Instead, it aims to push boundaries and set new benchmarks. The focus on cursed bloodlines and moral ambiguity promises a narrative that is both emotionally resonant and intellectually stimulating. A story that will likely invite endless discussions and theories within the community. While exclusivity might limit access for some, it also guarantees that those who do get to play the Duskbloods will experience a game optimized for a next-generation console. A true showcase of what the Nintendo Switch 2 can offer. In the coming months, we expect more detailed reveals, behind-the-scenes looks, and developer insights that will further illuminate the creative vision behind the Duskbloods. Whether you're a diehard FromSoftware fan, a Nintendo enthusiast, or simply someone who loves a good dark fantasy, this game is shaping up to be a landmark release that will shape the conversation around gaming for years to come. As always, here at GameChronX, we'll be monitoring every development and bringing you all the latest updates, interviews, and exclusive content. Stay tuned for more in-depth analysis, and don't forget to join the conversation on our social media channels. To recap the major points from our deep dive into the Duskbloods announcement. FromSoftware's upcoming title, The Duskbloods, promises a rich narrative woven around cursed bloodlines, atmospheric environments, and challenging combat, continuing the legacy of their critically acclaimed titles. The game will be a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive, a strategic move that capitalizes on the console's advanced features and signals a robust collaboration between two gaming powerhouses. Expect fluid combat systems, dynamic difficulty, environmental storytelling, and potential online elements that redefine traditional action RPG gameplay. The Duskbloods has the potential to influence market dynamics, inspire future hardware-software collaborations, and set a new standard for narrative-driven games in the dark fantasy genre. With fan reactions ranging from enthusiastic optimism to cautious scrutiny over exclusivity, the broader gaming community is eagerly awaiting further reveals. More detailed trailers, developer interviews, and community events are expected to unfold over the coming months. There you have it, a comprehensive look at what could be one of the most exciting announcements of the year. The Duskbloods not only represents a continuation of FromSoftware's legacy, but also an evolution of what exclusive, platform-tailored gaming experiences can be. Whether you're gearing up for epic boss battles, exploring eerie, forgotten realms, or unraveling a story steeped in mystery and ancient curses, this title is set to capture the imagination of gamers around the globe. Here at GameChronX, we are committed to bringing you every update as it happens. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth coverage of the latest in gaming news. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What are you most excited about for the Duskbloods? How do you feel about the exclusive deal with Nintendo Switch 2? We love hearing from you. Thank you for tuning in to this special news update. Until next time, keep your swords sharp, your wits sharper, and get ready to embrace the twilight in the Duskbloods. Stay connected for more exclusive news, reviews, and analysis from the front lines of the gaming world. We hope you enjoyed this detailed exploration into one of the biggest gaming announcements of the year. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, happy gaming.